Hello YouTube. In the last lesson, we just ran this blink example to just download a program to the board and verify that you had the board connected to the computer and the ID was working right. In this class, we're just going to go over the FastLED stuff. So I'm starting with the blink program that we had before. And I'm going to go ahead and just delete all of the comments just to get rid of the clutter. And then we're going to start adding LED 3 code. So, first thing we're going to do is put the include file, and that just tells the program about the data types and functions that we need to use. Next, we're going to put in a couple of defines. Basically, what it is instead of using like number of LEDs, in this case we have 6 LEDs, and we're going to, we set num LEDs to 6, and then if you have more or less, you just change that to that. And then the data pin that we're using on the Arduino Nano is data pin number 6. The actual circuit is on the LED strip. There's 3 wires. There's the ground, there's the 5 volts, and then there's the data. And in my case, I have a 330 ohm resistor inline in the data. That's about it. And then just tie those to the ground pin on the Arduino, the 5 volt pin on the Arduino, and in this case data pin 6. The green wire is data pin 6, whereas the ground is black wire, the voltage or the 5 volts is red wire. Okay. So the next is we're going to add this is an array of LEDs in the Arduino's memory. Okay, it's an array that you write to this array the colors you want, and then you blast it out to the actual LED strip. And we'll see that in a minute. Okay, so in the setup, for every strip that you have, in this case we only have one LED strip attached to the Arduino, but you can have more than one. Just each one has to have its own separate data pin. But you have this line that initializes the array. It associates the array with the data pin and the number of LEDs. And then this next line, this one's optional. I'm just turning the brightness down because 100 is just too bright and uses too much electricity, so I just like it 20, and it's still pretty bright. Okay, so that's all you need in the setup, because we basically, the only thing we did here, the important thing, we initialized this array. And then in the loop, we're going to write to the array the different color values, and then run a show procedure which copies all those values from this array to the actual LED strip itself. Okay, so the first, this array has 6 LEDs in it. So the very first LED, counting, C programming always counts from 0. So this is the first element in the array, and we're going to have it red, and then the second one will be green. The next one would be blue, cyan, so on. So you should get all the colors blasted out this just sets those color values in the LED array. Nothing's happened yet until you call that function. And when that function's called, when that gets hit, all those values will be written out to the LEDs. Okay. And what we're also going to do, just to show that this is working, is after a delay, we're going to set them all to black, and that just basically turns them off. So if you just want to just compile without downloading, you just hit that check mark, and then that says, if you get past that, then it says everything's cool. But if you hit the arrow, that compiles and downloads. So we'll give that a shot. And now we have the blinking LEDs. That is the end of the lesson.